Today I'll be teaching you how to create user flows. First of all, what are user flows? User flows is a chart or a diagram showing the path a user will take in an application to complete a task. So that's more like a short process from the point of starting an app to successfully creating an account, and from that point continues to another point. Those are like a flow a flow through an app, a software, or whatever digital product you're using. So a user flow is basically what? A chart or a diagram showing the path a user will take in an application to complete a task. So I'm going from point A to point B to point C to point D before I get to the end of my task. Now, most of the time, user flows are confused with user journey or customer journey, but these two things are not the same. A customer journey is on a broad scope, from the point where a customer begins to see your adverts on TV and other advertising platforms to the point where they make the decision to start using your app, to the point where they start using your app, and up to the end of their user journey, right? So that is a user journey. But a user flow is basically everything that happens from the launch of your app to the point your app is closed, right? So the user flow describes only the customer part, right? Uh, through a company's app or a website. You can see that here, right? So usually user flows look like this. Can you see? User flows look like this. There's always a start point and the end point. And there are processes which are represented with these rectangles, decisions which are represented with this kind of like a kite shape. You have another process, you have another decision. And what are decisions? Decisions are points in your application where you have to decide between one thing or the other. For instance, when you have during the point of login, when you say login if you have an account or sign up if you don't have an account, and then you have the endpoint. That's a basic example of how a user flow is represented. And you can see another example here. I start from here, the arrow directs me to this process. This process is saying, okay, something, a question is being asked here. If it is true, you proceed here. If it is not true, you come back here. You can see the arrow coming back here. And then when you get here, you see another process to say that, okay, if this is true, of course, you proceed here. Are you getting me? So, and then you proceed like that. You have another decision until the end of that user flow. Now, what are the tools or the symbols that are used in user flow? These symbols are basically for number one, your start symbol, which is this kind of circular or rounded rectangular shape, marks the start. It is used at the start and the end. Some people just use a circle at the start and the end of your user flow. Then you have the square shaped, which of course you can even use a rounded cornered square shape for user flows, which indicates the what? The steps that users are taking. Then you have this symbol which signifies the decisions, and then you have your arrows which connect the uh, the flow together. Now, in order not to waste time, we immediately move into creating a simple user flow. And if you look at this user flow, this is basically the user flow for a simple e-commerce. There is a start, there's a start point, and then there's a decision. When you open the app, you see the login screen. It asks you if you have an account, you can log in, and if you don't have an account, you can register. At this point, if you have an account, you log in, it takes you straight to the home page. If you register, if you're done registering, it takes you to the home page, and then on the home page you can see that you have tabs: your category tab, your about tab, your cart, your profile, and of course you have your discount game for this particular application. Then your categories tab is leading you to the categories available, and all these categories of products are actually going to display the product. So all of them are coming into this product. They are going to display show. They are going to show products. So if you click on If you click on data analyst, for example, data analyst will show products which is in this case data analyst on the platform. A product designer also. So if you click on product designer category, it will show product designers available for you to hire, right? And then from there, the next point is you are able to add someone to cart or a product to cart, and then from there you can check out and then you make payments. That's a simple flow. Mind you, your about will also have its own flow, your cart screen will also have its own flow, your profile page will have its own flow. Of course, discount games will also have its own flow. So this is how your user flow is being done. So quickly, let's just quickly create a very simple uh, user flow for registration and login. So if I create a section here, created a section and I name this section practice, which is user flow practice. Then now, like you have seen in the symbols, the first symbol we need for our start is our circle. So we pick our circle, we come here, we draw a circle for start. Hold your shift so that the circle can be a perfect circle, and then this is what your start. This is where you start. The next symbol is after you start. Let me place it here. When you start, after you start, the next thing is you want to have a square that would no, not a square now. When you start, you need to log in or sign up. So we need a decision. So we need a decision. So draw a decision. Hold your shift so that it can be a clean shape. So the decision now will be let's see, have an account. Have an account. So that is, let's reduce the size of that text to 40. I believe you can see it. So have an account. This is a decision. So we are going to connect this start, the flow using the connector. We connect this place to this place. You can see that we have connected that guy to that guy, right? You can see that. Then on have an account, we need to proceed to 2 points, yes or no, right? So we need two processes. If yes, you go to the home page, and if no, you go to the register page. So let me have my home here. This is a home page or landing page in some cases, and then I want to have let me duplicate this so I can put this here on this point. So this is going to be my register for people that don't have account, register or sign on for people that don't have account. And then here you can have a connector that connects this guy to this place and also connects it from this other end to this place. Now what I do is that I take my text and I write here if the condition is what, yes, or some people might want to use the what they call true, right? So if it is yes, and then duplicate this guy using your control D to duplicate, and then this is when it is what, when the condition is no. What condition are we talking about? The condition of having an account. If you have an account, you go to the home page. If you don't have an account, you go to register or sign up. Look at how simple that flow is going. It's a thinking process. Then from your home page, right? From your home page, okay, when you have an account, you are to log in. You are to log in. You are to log in. So this is not supposed to be home page. Let me change this to login. To log in. Yeah, log in. When you have an account, then you log in. If you don't have an account, you register. Now, when you log in, when you log in, um, from there, if you log in successfully, you're supposed to have your home page. So if you successfully log in, you're supposed to have your home page. So here you're going to have, click on this guy, and then we need a connector. We need a connector to connect this guy here. So this guy will now be um, our what, home page. Home page, right? Then at this point of login, what if your logins were not correct? What if your logins were not correct, right? What if your logins were not correct? So you should have a point where you can do uh, um, your forgot password, reset password. So if I have reset password here, mm, reset password, but this guy is supposed to come on a point where you have a condition from here. So there's supposed to be a condition here, a condition that says uh, login, login successful, login successful, right? Or forgot password, right? Forgot password, forgot password, which is saying if you forget your password. So this guy is actually leading here as well. From here, you can now say, okay, from login, you can also go to forgot password. If you forgot password, you can reset your password, right? So this guy can now come here. This one can come somewhere, maybe it can even be somewhere here, and then I connect this one to it. Say okay, reset your password. So when your password is reset, then you can even proceed from here back to go back to what? To your login. To your login. So you need to find a way to make that more clear. So you proceed to your login. Better this way. To your login. So let's make this one, let's bring this one down so that it's more obvious. This one so more obvious. So you can have something like this. You can reset password, comes back to login, and then with that you arrive at your home page. Now from your home page you can now navigate to other pages using the same pattern that we have used here to create this simple user flow. So I believe that with this you would understand user flows and you will be able to create your own user flow, and then if you have questions you can reach out. Thank you so much.